Hello and welcome to 365 inspired yoga classes, and I want to start out with some gratitude. I want to thank you for subscribing and thank you for sharing. Our channel is growing and it's because of you, so thank you. Today is day 54 and you have made me so happy, and our theme, our inspiration today is happiness. I would like to start standing up on the front of the mat, so let's get started. Step toward the front of the mat and find a stance. Maybe your feet can be close together, and as you stand up nice and tall, take your shoulders and roll them up toward your ears and then send them down your back. And can you feel the shifting, the changing in your heart space? Breathe in and sweep your arms high overhead. Bring your palms to connect above your head. And as you exhale, slide your hands down to the space in front of your heart. Gaze down over your fingertips or close your eyes. And take a moment to think of something that makes you feel really happy. Practicing yoga, yeah, that makes me happy too. Maybe there's someone special in your life that brings joy into your life. A sweet pet, a person. Let's dedicate our practice to finding happiness in the practice today and letting that translate to the way we greet the day. Finding joy. Feel happy. Breathe it in. What does it feel like? Open your mouth and exhale. Good. Breathe that feeling of happiness, that expansive, good feeling into your body. Open your mouth, exhale slowly. One more round, inhale through your nose. Open mouth, exhale it out. Now seal your lips. Breathe slow and deep in and out of your nose. Maybe you tuck your chin just slightly until you hear that whispery sound at the base of your throat. Ujjayi breathing is slow, deep breathing, and when we feel happy, our breath flows deeper. So even if you're feeling the blues today, breathe more deeply and you will feel happier. Breathe in, and as you exhale, open your eyes, release your palms to your sides. Inhale to mountains, bringing your arms overhead. We're going to reach up and grab a hold of the right wrist with the left hand, and as you exhale, curve over to the left. Now I turn my body on the mat, and if you look, you can see that my body resembles the shape of a smile. Let's breathe in, come up to center, switch your grip, right hand grabs the left wrist, and exhale, tilting over to the right, feeling the shape of the smile now stretching through the left side body. Bring a feeling of a smile onto your face. On your inhale, come back up to center, and as you breathe out, release the hands, open the arms, and open into a back bend. Press your hips forward as you lift your gaze and drop your head back. Breathe in, rise up, and as you breathe out, bow forward slowly. Hands will move slowly through heart center. Now as you come down into your first forward fold stretch, let's release our hands to the mat and maybe pedal out the legs. Here's where you're going to check in with your body. If you're feeling really tight, you might bring your feet apart a little bit. If you're feeling pretty good, keep your feet closer together and just allow your body to hang heavy. Take your hands and sweep them behind your back, and if you can, interlace your fingers at your back and send your arms over your head. I recommend a bend in the knees as you let your head hang and let the arms sweep behind you. Keep the clasp and inhale to a halfway lift. Can you feel how open your chest and your heart is? Shift your body weight slightly forward toward your tippy toes, just a little. The heels will stay connected to the mat. Deep breath in. As you exhale, release your hands to the mat and step back to high plank, the top push-up. As you hold high plank pose, your back pushes up toward the ceiling, your pelvis tucks under. You can feel your thighs spiraling inward and upward. I recommend that we take it slow to start, warming up the body, breathe in, and exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. So if you keep your feet located about where they are, you will find this is a long downward facing dog. You can always shorten the dog by walking your feet forward. That's helpful if you're building upper body strength. As you pause here in this first down dog, push your heart back toward your thighs and spread your fingers nice and wide. Breathe in, and as you exhale, look forward and step to forward fold at the top of your mat. Take your hands behind your back and inhale, halfway lift with that heart opening grasp. Exhale, release the hands to the mat, forward fold. Inhale brings you all the way up to mountain pose. So now let's link these postures together and create a warming up, body warming, and mood elevating sun salutation. Grab a hold of the right wrist with your left hand, breathe in, exhale, tilt to the left. Inhale, come to center, change the grip, right hand to left wrist, exhale, tilt to the right. Inhale brings you up to center, exhale into a nice backward bend. Breathe and rise up, exhale, bow forward. Hands behind the back, inhale, halfway lift with a grip. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to high plank. Breathe in high plank and exhale, up and back, down dog. Make some changes as needed, moving it around, maybe pedaling out the legs. Push your heart back toward your thighs. When we move our body, exercise releases feel-good endorphins, makes us feel happier. Breathe in, look to the top of the mat, and as you breathe out, step to forward fold, hands behind the back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to mountain. Let's do it again. Grab the right wrist, exhale, tilt left. Inhale, rise up, grab the left wrist, exhale, tilt right. Inhale brings you up, breathe out, back bend. Inhale, rise up, exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift, find that bind. Exhale, plant the palms, step to plank, the top of a push-up, holding strong, inhale and plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, take 3 breaths here. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. On your inhale, look forward. Exhale, step to forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale with a grip, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, rise all the way up to mountain. Bring your palms to touch over your head. And exhale your hands to your heart space. Samastitihi, standing at attention. Close your eyes for a moment and just check in. How do you feel? When we practice yoga, we release feel-good endorphins, and when we move our body, exercise makes us feel just a little bit happier. And the more you exercise, the happier you'll be. So let's fill up with even more joy, open your eyes, and let's find a little balance while we're here. Shifting onto your left foot, turn your right foot out, and place your right foot against your left calf, or maybe reach down and put it on the inner thigh. Wow, we started off standing, so we feel that connection to the earth, but maybe there's a challenge there, so you can always use a wall or a chair. Reach your arms high overhead if you like. Good. Take your right hand, grab your left wrist, give it a pull, and tilt to the right. Whoa. Breathe in, come up to center, hands through heart center as you exhale. Inhale, and exhale to release your right foot down to the earth. Shifting onto the right foot, turn your left foot out and connect it to the right thigh. Bringing the foot maybe up to the inner thigh or wherever you did it on side one, kind of matching it up as best you can. Stand nice and tall and reach your arms high. If you try the shape of a smile, take your left hand, grab your right wrist, and take a little side body tilt over to the left. Good. Woo. Breathe in, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, and exhale to release your left foot to your yoga mat. Awesome. We're going to bring some balance into our sun salutation B. So you had a taste of it. Let's start at the top of the mat and inhale to mountain. You're standing up tall. As you exhale, shift onto your right foot and breathe in to lift your left knee into the air. If you want, you can extend the left leg. Breathe in, maybe bend the left knee, and as you exhale, take the left foot behind you. Start to soften into the right knee. Keep the left foot reaching back and touch the left toes to the back of the mat. Inhale brings you back up nice and tall. So this is crescent lunge. That was a challenging way to get there. We've got it. Exhale opens us up to warrior two. All you do is spin the back foot flat and you arrive. Your arms open out like the letter T and your gaze travels over the front right fingertips. Breathe in. Maybe lunge deeper into the front knee as you breathe out. On your next inhale, reach your right hand high. We're going to take the left hand, grab the right wrist, give it a little extra pull like we've been doing in our flow. Inhale and exhale, deepen into the front knee as you pull the right leg. Hand. Inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Let's step back to plank and start to bring in the yoga push-up. So you can push back to down dog. You could come to the knees, that's a nice choice. Or keeping your pelvis tucked under, shift forward and lower halfway to your mat. Inhale lifts you to either a low cobra or bring it all the way up to upward facing dog. In up dog, roll your shoulders down and back. Keep your knees and thighs off the mat. Your gaze is forward or slightly looking up. Inhale. Exhale, push up and back to downward facing dog. Let's take some breaths here. Stretch out your dog. Pedaling out your legs. Send your hips up nice and high. Ooh. Good. Inhale, look to the top of the mat, and as you exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Simply glide your hands up your shins. Now remember the feeling of pulling your shoulder blades together when the hands are behind you. Bring that together, just like you had when you had the clasp. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to mountain. So let's try the left side. We're going to shift onto the left foot. Lift the right knee into the air. You can stay right there. Challenge your balance, challenge your strength if you want by extending the right foot forward. Breathe in, and as you exhale, let's take the right leg behind you. We'll call this airplane posture. Arms sweep out like airplane wings. And then start to lunge into the front left knee, bending it. The right toes reach way back and touch down. Inhale, bring your arms high. We arrive in challenging version, crescent lunge. Nicely done. Hang out there. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Breathe in. As you breathe out, open it up to warrior two. As you open it up, simply spin the back foot flat. Align your left knee over your left ankle and right. Reach your arms out wide like the letter T. Relax your shoulders. Next, inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach your left hand high. Look up at your left hand. Take your right hand. Grab the left wrist. Give a little more side body stretch. Really opening up the left side. Breathe in, lunge deep. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Or come to the knees, or from your tippy toes, high to low plank. Elbows come close to the body. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Let's take a few breaths here. Pressing your heart back towards your thighs. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Just breathing slow, settling in. Good. Now breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders squeeze back. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, rise to mountain. Let's try this as a flow, moving with the breath. Shifting onto your right foot. Inhale, lift your left knee or straight leg. Exhale, bring it back, airplane pose. On your inhale, bend the right knee, hover low. Exhale, left toes touch down. Breathe in, reach your arms high, crescent lunge. Exhale, open warrior two. Breathe in, reverse warrior, right hand up. Exhale, grab the left wrist, give it a pull. Lunge deep into the front knee, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank and move through your push-up. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From down dog, breathe in, look forward, and breathe out to step to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Let's try the other side. As you exhale, shift onto your left foot. Breathe in, lift your right knee or extended leg. Breathe out to take it back to airplane. On your inhale, bend the left knee, hover low. Exhale, right toes touch down at the back of the mat. Inhale, reach high, crescent lunge. Breathe out, open wide, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior, left hand lifts. Exhale, grab the left wrist. Breathe in, pull and lunge deep. Breathe out, hands to the mat. Step back, flow through high to low plank. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here, notice how you feel. So I'm gonna take this flow and move it just a tiny bit faster. Roll with me if you can. I know you've got this. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step to forward fold. Move forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, one leg mountain, left leg lifts. Breathe in, sweep it back, airplane. Breathe out, touch down. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse with the bind, a little faster. Yes, exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, mountain, come all the way up. Exhale to shift to the left foot. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, airplane. Inhale, touchdown, reach high. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse, left hand lifts, pull it. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. From down dog, look forward, step all the way through. Have a seat on your mat. That was a little quicker, kind of fun to change it up a little bit. So let's get into a little bit of core work here, strengthening the abs. I want to work into the hips in our core work and practice some spider jumps. It's challenging, it's fun, I'll give you variations, but first, loosen up your hips in bound angle. So the bottoms of your feet touch, your knees fall open, and we're just gonna stretch forward. Coming on down to the forearms if your body allows, just really feeling your hips begin to open up. Good. All right, let's bring it back up and come into downward facing dog. Continuing to open up the hips. Breathe and take your right leg high, and as you exhale, bring your right foot outside of your right hand, so you're in a wide lunge. Let's get down onto the left knee just to open up the hips a little bit more. Come on down to your forearms, just feeling your right hip open up. A couple of breaths here. Ooh. You're gonna need a strong core and some flexible hips to get into this next sequence that we'll get into. Let's get into the left side, come back to down dog, you're up on the palms. Here we go, take your left leg high, and as you exhale, take your left foot outside of your left hand, bring it forward as much as you can. Come down to your right knee, come down to your forearms, and allow the left hip to really open up. Some of us might need to stay up on our palms for this stretch. Always up to you how you move your body. Take a few breaths here. Whew. I hope you're feeling better. I hope you're feeling happy. All right, let's come back up onto the palms, pick up the back knee, step back. Let's come to down dog. So I'll give you some options. You can take the right leg high, put the right foot outside the right palm, and then you can step back and switch legs. So that's a slow moving spider jump, and you take that foot as far forward as you can. Good. Those of you that feel like you want a little bit more challenge, take your right leg high, put your right foot outside the right palm, and you're gonna jump and switch legs. Boom, there it is. Try it again, the other side. Boom. Pull your belly tight, let your hips lift. There you go. One more time each side. Good. Let's come back to down dog. Woo. Okay, ready for side two? We're gonna try it with the left leg lifting. Breathe in, exhale, left foot outside the left hand. Do it your way, maybe stepping back and bringing the right foot forward. That's one option. Really feeling strong. Right on. Okay, if you're ready for it, here we go. Left leg lifts high, left foot outside the left palm, jump switch. Woo! Again. One more time each side. Woo! Oh, we gotta even it up to the right. And let's meet in down dog. From down dog, come to your hands and knees. Knees wide, big toes touch, hips to heels. Child's pose, stretch your arms forward. Woo! That was fun. Couple more breaths here. Slow your breath down. And this slows your heart rate. Breathe and rise up to tabletop. From tabletop pose, let's loosen up the spine, warming up the spine with cow and cat. As you breathe in, drop your belly and lift your gaze. Exhale, round it out to cat. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat. Do this a few more times on your own. Just feeling yourself open up. So warm. Feeling good. Come back to a neutral tabletop position. Walk your hands forward. And then keeping the tail in the air, drop your forehead down. This is puppy pose. Just a nice little stretch, opening up the heart here. And then lift your head and come down to your forearms. Curl your toes under, send your hips high, and you come to dolphin pose. Press your heart back. Keep your gaze lifted, or you could let your head hang. Really feel the stretch through your shoulders. And then come back down to the knees and come back into tabletop. I'm going to take you into a little side plank action, but we'll do a modified version, and the second time maybe a fuller shape of a smile version. So we'll take the right foot, kick it out to the side, send your left foot down the length of the mat, send your left hand high. So you can do this version. I'm going to have you reach your left hand over your head and lift your left leg into the air. Lean into the right toes and maybe look up. Good. Let's lower the left foot and come back. Left hand to the mat, tabletop, second side. Left foot kicks out. See, it's like a kickstand. Right leg reaches back, right hand reaches high. And then the right hand will reach over your head, and maybe your right leg lifts into the air. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. As you exhale, lower the right foot, lower the right palm. Return to tabletop. Okay, we're going to notch this up a little bit for side plank posture. If you're working with shoulder injuries, take the modified version. Your shoulders feel strong. You want a shape of a smile with your body. Give it a try. Push up and back to plank, top of push-up. Place your right palm at the center of the mat. Spin open. Reach your left hand high. Now reach your left hand over and lift your hips high. Good. And then come back to plank, and let's try the second side. Left hand down, spin it open, right hand high, reach your right hand over your head, lift your hips high. Good. Come back to plank, shift forward, lower all the way down to your tummy. Move into cobra by releasing the tops of your feet to the mat, straighten the legs, lift your head up, lift your heart up, lift your hands up, draw your elbows back toward each other, lift up just a little higher. Keep breathing. One more big breath in. Exhale, lower down. Lower your right cheek onto the mat. Let your arms rest down by your side. Whew. So I told you exercise releases feel-good endorphins. But even more so, adding back bends to the practice really helps to open up the heart. So let's move into Sphinx pose. With your chin on the mat, lifting up. Bring your palms forward, align your elbows beneath your shoulders. If you reach across, you can touch your opposite elbow with your pinky fingers or with your fingers. The palms then come shoulder width apart. You press your chest forward, lift your gaze up. Good. Holding here. Shoulders roll down and back. Nice. To release, come on down. Let your left cheek rest on the mat and your arms soften right there by your side. Just breathe. Bring our chin to the mat and reach behind us and lift the legs up. Now we're going to take this like we did our halfway lift and take our hands behind the back and then extending the arms back, chest lifts, heart lifts, legs lift. Woo! Lift your hands away from your seat. So good. One more big breath in. Breathe out, let it go, relax. Opposite cheek to the mat, whatever feels opposite to you. Breathing and softening to your yoga mat. Good. Alright, floor bow is next. Chin is on the mat. Take your feet up and into your seat and see if you can grab your feet. Once you've got the feet, push your feet away from your seat to lift your gaze up. Keep your heart open. Keep breathing. Kick, kick, kick. Look up. Exhale, let it go. Opposite cheek to the mat. Arms rest by your side. Whew. Place your palms beneath your shoulders, push into tabletop, and come to standing on your knees. Your knees are hip distance apart. So as you come to standing on your knees, your feet can be flat, or you could curl your toes under. So decide what feels better. This means a little less intensity to the back bend. This is if you're feeling really flexible in your back bend. Bring your hands to your lower back and start to squeeze your elbows toward each other. Your fingers point down as if they're just about to slide into your jeans pockets. Lift your gaze up, begin to push the pelvis forward and drop your head back. If you're feeling it, maybe reach back and see if your fingers can find your heels. Bring your fingers on the inside and your thumbs on the outside. Press your hips forward, drop your head back. Feel your heart open. Notice how your happiness begins to expand. Come out slowly, one hand to the back, then the other. Rise up. Draw your knees and thighs together. Sit back on your heels and counter stretch your spinal column by coming into an embryo version of child's pose. Your chin drops to your chest, your forehead to the mat, and your arms soften down by your legs. Oh, just breathe. You're gonna feel good on your back. And then slowly round up. Let's find our way to downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, push up and back. Moving into pigeon, and inhale your right leg high. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your right wrist. Left leg slides back. Bring your hands back towards your hips. If you need to put a block under your right hip, do so. Make sure the left foot is pointing straight back. And then surrender forward, coming all the way down your forearms. Breathe in, relaxing, letting go. Surrender. Release. Start to make your way back up onto your palms. Shift onto your right hip and sweep your left leg all the way around in front of the right thigh, right over it. Check that your left sit bone is on the mat. Place your left hand behind you. Breathe in to reach your right hand high as you exhale. Spiral and turn left. Connect your right arm to the left leg. Breathe in to find length and breathe out to twist left. Lengthen tall as you breathe in. As you breathe out, go a little deeper to the left. One more deep breath in. Exhale to your deepest twist. Good. Breathe in, come to center. As you exhale, counter twist to the right. While you're there, lean onto the right hip. Sweep your left leg all the way back to where it was in pigeon. Curl your left toes under and take your right leg. Reach it high. Maybe opening up the hip by moving the right knee in the air, one direction, one the other. And then come back to down dog. Let's try that sequence on the second side. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale your left knee to your left wrist. Slide the right leg back. If you need to sit on a block, you go ahead and put that under your left hip. We're nice and tall as you inhale. And exhale to release forward, surrendering down. Relaxing and letting go. Take a couple more breaths here. And slowly coming up onto the palms, moving into our twist by shifting our body weight onto the left hip and sweeping the right leg all the way around. Take the right foot on the outside of the left thigh. Push your right sit bone to the mat, right hand behind you. Inhale, reach your left hand high. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Connect your left elbow to your right thigh. Breathe in to lengthen and breathe out, twist right. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, twist. Once more, breathe in. Deepest twist on your exhale. On your inhale, come to center. Exhale, counter twist to the left. And then shifting onto the left hip. Sweep the right leg back behind you like it was a moment ago. Placing your palms on the mat, curling the right toes under. Push up and back to three-legged dog. Left leg is in the air. Maybe bend the left knee and circle your left knee one direction. Maybe back another. Re-extend the left leg high and come back to your down dog stretch. From downward facing dog, breathe in and look forward. And as you exhale, step all the way through and have a seat. Send our legs out in front of us, making sure there's plenty of mat behind you. Pull the flesh of your tush back a little bit. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in. And as you exhale, hinge forward. Are you feeling happy? Happiness is when your spiritual needs are met by an untroubled inner life. There is a Buddhist quote I want to leave you here with to think about in your Shavasana. Happiness comes when your work and your words are of benefit to yourself and to others. So appreciating those people that bring happiness to us, but take this resting time to appreciate how you bring happiness to others. Let's lower all the way down to the back, finishing happy baby before Shavasana, knees into the chest. Reach between the legs, grab your feet, draw your knees down, rock side to side, and be playful, bringing joy into your body, joy into your life, And you will find even more happiness if you're willing to share your happiness with others. Relax into your Shavasana, relaxation posture on the mat, adjusting to a shape that feels best for your body today. Close your eyes and relax your breath. I want to thank you once again for subscribing to Free Yoga Club and for sharing with your friends and with your family. We are so grateful and happy to have you along this year-long journey and so much more. Namaste.